I feel like there's a bunch of companies because I've been in VST hunting, right?
Okay.
And I found some amazing VSTs on this.
I did
I've
too.
been telling you, and I want to keep them a secret for now.
Why?
Until I start my YouTube channel, and then I'm gonna just start.
That's
I'm gonna
kind
give this all.
that's kind of messed up.
I know,
because
but
I'm gonna get off what I downloaded recently, and
yes.
I'm not gonna lie,
yes.
I've downloaded some game changing stuff.
But at the same
recently.
time, I feel like, and I'm gonna start being more strict with the VSTs I cop.
Okay.
There's a lot of wasted space.
What do you mean?
A lot of people that don't bring anything, or a lot of just VSTs that I feel like don't bring anything new to the table.
Very true.
Innovative to the table.
Right.
And it's so cool. It's cool to have alternatives. Like,
Right.
oh, I just like how this EQ looks better.
Right.
Something like that.
Can
Of course.
tell you where I agree with you about that? We was talking about before you came in, where I went on a VST hunt because obviously when I'm about to go back into like, okay, full making music mode, I always like to just refresh, buy new plugins and kind of get stuff. So I was looking for I was like, I want a new VST instrument. Like I want a new VST instrument. So I went in a hunt. Nothing was really sticking to me. Remember I called you and I was like, yo, Complete 14, talk to me about it. Like I was asking you. And I wound up landing on, I said, you know what? Let me get something that people aren't really thinking about too much. And I wound up downloading the Core Triton plugin.
Oh, I've been trying to tell you, bro.
And as soon as I put that thing in my DAW and paid that expensive price, by the way, I was like,
I don't know why
God,
it's so high.
damn.
Shout out to Cord.
Shout out to Cord.
OG.
And shout out to Cord from,
see,
and
double
Antares.
entendre.
Double
Double
entendre,
entendre,
my man
fast.
Cord. What up, Cord? From
Cord with
Antares.
the cord.
All right, we're not wrapping this episode. We're not doing that again. It was so good, and I really just enjoyed just those nostalgic sounds that I was looking for and stuff like that we were trying to produce and stuff like that. So that was it. And shout out to Cable Guys, because finally Cable Guys got AAX compatibility.
and
So I got
support.
shout out to
halftime.
them.
I got
Shaper box.
I got Shaper Box. I got all
Before
those
you
stuff.
go there,
You
before
knew it.
go
Yo,
there-
let me
before
get it
you go
off.
there- No, let me
get it
I
off.
started my point.
Okay.
Let me get my point
All right.
off about
All
the
right.
wasted space.
Oh my God, I'm getting this off.
I know, but I need to get this off too.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a company,
Okay.
and if we got to market, we'll market.
Okay.
I'm extremely disappointed. I was really upset about this purchase, right? Shout out to Sanjay C. I love Sanjay C.
Shout out to Sanjay C.
And
OD.
I go to him for a lot of advice
Of course.
on just whatever comes out. I don't pay attention to the news, so when he tells me something's dope, I go cop, right? So there was this company called The Knottin.
The Knottin?
The Knottin.
Okay.
They make a bunch of plugins, like a lot of plugins, and they was just having a big bundle of, you get their entire suite for, I don't know, some low price. Right?
Okay.
And I usually don't I guess put quality and price together when it comes to
Right.
VSTs.
You don't equate
because
that, right?
Waves fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. True. Waves gives you the
ruined-
greatest plugin for
yeah,
$20.
$20.
Shout out to them.
So I copped, and I'm not going to exaggerate when I say I was so underwhelmed.
Uh-huh.
It was some of the, and I'm not gonna demo it. I'm not gonna
Sure, got you.
throw
No, right,
ice
yeah,
on
yeah.
it, but it was some of. I'm not gonna. It was really, really.
What was
bad
so
plugins.
underwhelming about it though?
So I'll put two plugins for instance, right?
Okay.
There's one called Tracks that is a drum I guess a drum programmer.
Okay.
And I thought, oh, this might be dope.
Right.
But it's just preloaded like 2 kicks, 2 snares, and they're like really bad quality.
Okay.
So I just wasn't a fan of it. They have other like the keyboard plugin. It's just terrible. It's bad quality. You could tell it's quickly made.
Right.
And I just wasn't a fan of it. There's one plugin that also doesn't bring much to the table that I find myself using, but
What?
then I find myself getting away from.
What?
It's called Underwater. And it's the Drake Underwater effect. It's literally a picture of Drake. And you turn up the knob, and
it just
it's not
gets-
just a low pass.
Uh-huh.
They add some sauce to it, and it sounds like a really good version of
Lo-fi
it. but
kind of
The
vibe.
one plugin that I fuck with that plugin.
Uh-huh.
The one plugin though that I like takes up the most CPU.
What?
That plugin.
That one? The Underwater?
It takes up a lot of it's OD.
Wow.
It takes up a lot of CPU?
Bro, I've never seen something like that. Like God Particle takes up a good amount, and
For sure.
Uh-huh.
it took up more. Like I've noticed that my workflow improved. Or was more efficient
When you
once
took that
I
off.
Took it off.
I wonder if
So
there's
it's like
I
I'll
wonder
just get the one knob. You know what I mean? I'll just
yeah,
the
that too.
one
I
knob,
wonder
yep.
what they possibly are putting inside of a underwater plugin. Maybe they're adding harmonics too at the same time.
They definitely
Could be
are.
that.
It
Probably
sounds
really good.
But
Probably some even order harmonics or something
so
like that.
it goes to show, like,
Or there must be
I love
oversampling it,
copping
too.
VSTs. We
Right.
love expanding our libraries. I have
sure.
probably one of the best libraries in the world. I don't care what anyone says.
I think I have one of the greatest
Of
organizations
course, but organization, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But as far as the amount of
Bow. Shot
high
you.
quality plugins that I have and
Right.
everything, I have whatever you need in a session. But
Yeah.
I'm also big on quality. I'm not just gonna have some BS taking up space on my
right.
computer.
And, okay. And
So, yeah.
So let me ask you a question. I'm just gonna ask him a question right quick. Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Why
gonna ask you a
asking me?
question.
Here we
So
go. Here we
what
go.
what
He
what
asking me.
DAW you use again?
I use FL Studio Fruity Loop.
Oh,
21.
that's why he asked
Okay,
me.
I want to
Oh,
tell
boy.
everyone and I want to make an announcement. I know on a previous episode, I announced and said, yo, I've been looking at FL Studio. I was thinking about cheating, right? I considered cheating on my DAW. I'm not going to lie, found out grass isn't greener. Went over
Yeah.
to Shorty Crib,
Facts.
right? FL Studio Crib.
What she got on the floor?
What?
What she had on the floor? She had a keep calm sign. She had those tapestries, whatever.
Tapestries.
She had a bunch of
First of all, FL. I
trash
went to
on the
FL Studio. She had carpet. Red flag. OD.
Oh no, that means you are getting the box.
Red flag. Let me tell you something. It was one of the most unenjoyable experiences I've ever had.
Right.
Like I opened it and I
Talk to me.
genuinely did not like it, and I paid so much for that
Talk to me.
for
Talk
that
to me. Talk to
DAW.
me.
I didn't like it.
I
So
want to give you my license first of all. Like I have a couple licenses. I would have shared that with you.
I
if
wish you did.
asked.
First of all, they double charged me, which I don't know how, but for some reason I got hit twice. Don't know how on
All
FL
right,
Studio's
they tried,
website.
but you know we scammers.
Oh my God! Stop. So let me.
I'm
I have to tell
overcharging
people this
for what they
experience.
did
He
to
said, I
the
gotta
Cold
get this
Front.
off.
I was looking for a new beat making software. I was like, I want to try one of the beat making softwares because I just want to I was
try
looking for
something new.
inspiration, just
Try
trying something
something
new. So I always talked about FL Studio would be my first choice. Like,
Yeah.
let me try it. So I
Right.
cracked it open.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do some of the most simplest things in the world. I'm
What?
talking
Like what?
Hold on. Like what? I was trying to do some things in the piano roll. I was trying to do some things like cut things and stuff like that. I was trying to, and I was having so much problems, and I was listening to tutorials, and I was just like, I don't like that. Like I did not see it like this. I understand it. I think you were raised in that workflow. That workflow is so not conducive to how I like to make music that I was like, oh, I can't use
I think you're
this.
wrong. I think you're wrong.
I couldn't do it.
First of all, you have the FL Guru's number. You could have called me.
I did.
Yes,
I
and
did.
You chose not to. So I can't blame you.
And like a usual FL Studio person, they said,
Can't blame him.
I'll show you a bunch of tutorials that you can listen to
You made
do
things
it.
harder on yourself. If I was opening Pro Tools and I don't, the same way you feel when you open FL, I feel when I open Pro Tools.
Cap. But it's so much easier. But you open Pro Tools, if you
Cap.
open the FL Studio is way more overwhelming than opening up Pro Tools, in my
Absolutely
opinion.
not.
In my
Are you
opinion.
tripping?
In my opinion.
In your opinion doesn't matter anymore, bro. I'm sorry.
Y'all the
Yo.
only DAW that has like a really different kind of layout.
Because everything is modular, but at the same time,
Very
it's
true.
so in front of you.
It
Like,
is-
What couldn't you not find? Look, at the same time,
Okay.
Look, you said, yo, I was having trouble cutting on in the piano
Yeah,
roll.
just weird
If you
stuff.
called me, I would have figured that out because the cut button is literally at the top.
I know.
But
It took me a
at
while.
least you could find the piano roll.
Right. Can I tell you what I really didn't like? I didn't like the way I was opening plugins, like VSTs. I didn't like it.
Oh, you just didn't like it.
I didn't
'Cause
like, I'm going to the drop
yeah.
down, it's dropping down. Then I'm like, where's the
gotta
honesty?
find
it,
here?
'cause you gotta-
I
It's
will
open.
say-
Then I closed it. Then I lost it. I was like, where are you at? What's going on?
I will say, I love. I'm not too fond of. I just hate y'all GUI. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just personal.
Okay.
I know the world loves Pro Tools.
Right.
Logic, when it comes to finding plugins,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh, it's amazing because it has it. So, and I know y'all do too with the brands and everything.
Oh, we got a search function.
It's amazing.
We got the
do
best.
too. Are you tripping, bro? The search function is right here. Like, come on.
Y'all search function is not as dope as Pro Tools. Pro
It's
Tools
literally a search bar. What are you looking for, bro?
Fam, I literally go to the insert on the mixer in
Yeah.
Pro Tools
Yes.
and go and just type in a plugin and boop, and it puts it
All
right
right, you
on
ready
the
for
insert.
this? Are you ready for this? I wish I was connected to the HDMI, but you go into insert, either open plugin picker, go through the plugins, find which one you want, or if you open plugin picker, you type in whatever and it'll come up.
I hated that too, bro.
So?
when I was like going to more plugins
Hey.
and all those plugins, I was like, yo, what are you
Hey,
doing?
change isn't
What
easy,
you
brother.
doing? It isn't, and I'm not.
And you know what else isn't easy?
What's not easy?
Greatness.
Okay, all right. So
The hell
what I'm
outta
gonna,
here.
what I'm
you don't get here without earning your stripes. You don't get here without like working hard.
I'm a Pro Tools user that
Uh-huh.
tried to go to the FL
You
Studio
try to cheat
workflow.
on your DAW.
I did cheat and it wasn't good. Wrong place. wrong podcast. I was saying I'm crazy.
You haven't cheated and it wasn't good.
Sponsor right here. But but I was not with it. I'm not gonna lie. And my next experiment next week,
his next venture
is I'm gonna jump over to Ableton. But here's my thing.
Go to Logic first.
No. I don't want to go to Logic. I've been there before. I already been there. Me and Logic got it popping a long time ago. Now I'm just looking for something new. I just need.
Besides
we had our run.
What? Besides Timbaland and Kenny Beats, not you. Name a great producer that uses Ableton.
Who's great?
No, I'm talking to you.
I don't know. I'm not an Ableton user.
If I put a gun to your head and I said, name three songs made out of Ableton.
Doja Cat, right?
Doja Cat.
There's one.
Doja Cat.
You tell me Max Martin opened up.
Justin Bieber, Sorry was made in Ableton? Oh, Skrillex? Wait, Skrillex works at Ableton? Ooh.
Oh, and Diplo? Wow.
Oh, that reaction.
David Guetta uses virtual DJ.
Okay.
Like,
for what?
Probably
People
not.
use whack stuff.
For what?
DJ.
He DJs on virtual DJ?
Virtual DJ.
All right, no shade to virtual DJ, but you're lying.
I swear.
You said no shade, but you
I just
actually
watched
lied.
a Guetta video just the other day of him producing. You lying.
And K Tronada uses what's that trash traction.
Tractor's hard. You wildin'. Tractor's hard. Tractor but Tractor was a part of the EDM revolution.
Tractor is the Ableton of DJ software.
You're right. And a lot of people like Tractor.
Doesn't that make Tractor the best?
Okay.
No,
All right,
my
Courtney.
God,
We tried to just ease you in.
What are you
there.
talking about?
You just jumped.
You just said it makes Tractor the Ableton of DJ software, but
You know what? With that said, let me introduce
just
this
saying.
podcast.
Please.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devvon Terrell, and welcome to the My Audio Nerds podcast, the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, remember, one lucky person that leaves us a review. Shout out to everybody that did leave us a review,
Facts.
too.
I gave away like more copies than I thought.
Yeah, a lot of Rosetta's been flying off of. I seen the eye lock, and I was like, what you doing here?
I'm not going to lie. He did send me an invoice for those, so
Definitely.
I'm not doing it this week.
That's right. But one lucky person that does comment or leaves us a review for our podcast is going to get the HMD Rosetta EQ for free. So, to my left.
The FL God, the FL Guru. I was just about to cough, so.
Okay, shout out to
my
you.
chest.
I'm glad that was short and sweet.
I'm glad that
I
was
didn't
short
say
and
my
sweet.
name, first of all.
What's your name?
My name is LJ, and if you go in the description, my Instagram should be at Pride.
It's all fixed. I fixed all that.
Thank you, God.
Shout out to the people that was on my ass that hit me and said, yo, the links don't work. I can't follow LJ and Courtney. I don't like how people really like y'all. It's weird. It's weird.
First off, let me address that too.
Okay.
If there's any giveaways to be concerned, then y'all have problems with it. Understand, go back, watch them episodes. That's them. I don't speak on giveaways. I make sure. They said, I can't follow LG and Courtney.
Where's my Rosetta at, bro?
I can't follow Courtney. Courtney ain't gave you nothing. What are you talking about, bro?
Yo, look how scary you are. Why are you so scared of things?
You didn't see my face on last episode? You was like, yeah, yo, comment. We gonna give out some Rosetta EQs. The even said, yeah, first 5 people comment down. I'm gonna give away like 5 of them joints. I'm like,
Courtney said, "Oh my God, I'm like,
that's y'all.
That's y'all. And what's your name, Courtney? And your DAW?
We was in the NBA world last week.
Yeah.
So I was doing a lot of Jerry West, a lot of Pat Riley stuff. Right. I went back to my childhood the other day and I watched a Pixar movie, the greatest Pixar movie. I think it's my favorite movie of all time now.
Cars.
Ooh, that's a good Contender. Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo is one of the greatest.
Finding Nemo's
for
hard.
Sure. You Wally, yeah.
Big Marlin.
Can I tell you, Wally
Big Marlin.
is one of the.
Wally?
Hate me. Wally. You remember Wally?
Oh,
Yeah, the
y'all
robot,
of a different generation. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
was one of the. It was a silent movie, robot cleaning. It was some stupid. It was.
Yeah, they had a message, but it was like,
but y'all like it? You saying?
It was
okay,
the
it was
Ableton
cool.
of Pixar movies.
Oh, let's stop doing this now.
That's kind of funny.
Let's stop doing this now.
Leave us, LJ. Do you have one gotta go for us today?
Always got a one gotta go today.
Yes, sir.
Let me get legendary mics. You know, I have choices, so I'll be trying to think of it. I got.
Y'all about to smack me.
Why?
Let me get the.
Y'all love mics. This is gonna be a hard conversation for me.
You don't
be
like mics?
I love mics, but just be like y'all are the mic
Shout out to Mike
heroes.
in the building too.
Shout out to Mike.
Mike
yeah.
Classic,
Mike Classic.
the GOAT.
Watch it be like, yo, put Mike on the mic. I like him.
Put Mike on the
They
mic.
always do that. I'm like, shut up.
Where's Mike at?
All right, I got 3 microphones for y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Very popular. I think you might have heard of them.
my God,
All
what's the first?
Shure SM7B.
Okay. Classic.
boy.
I got some. No, I got something to talk about too. Go ahead.
Let's get the Sony C800
Okay.
and the Neumann U87.
One gotta go from that.
U87.
Are you crazy? Those are 3. That's the holy grail of mics right
I
there.
know.
Like
Oh,
as far as being
boy.
popular.
One gotta go.
I'm not gonna lie. So I'll go first.
I got my.
And
Okay, go
don't
ahead.
hit the
I'll go
comments.
first.
Please don't hit the comments talking about some. Well, if you got rid of U87, then we don't get Michael Jackson
Yo,
bad.
they always say
I'm
something.
about to
I'll
say.
be like,
I'm about to say. Listen, I'm not gonna get rid of the Shure because I'm not getting rid of Thriller.
Oh my gosh. Continue.
You think Michael
It's incredible.
Jackson? Michael Jackson would have
Listen.
said, "Yo, we don't got the
It
shore."
don't matter. Like, I'm just saying.
Man, forget this song, bro.
Forget this
Heavy
album.
Annoyment.
So said Mike said, yo.
Outside of that though,
We're the shore.
I think because I just think like again, just going back to it, just like when you see like an album like Thriller come from this SM7, it's like, whoa, bro, this was not supposed to like. I'm just saying.
I hate y'all.
I'm just saying.
He didn't
Yo,
even use
sometimes-
the SM7B.
Shout out to Make Pop Music. Shout out to Austin.
What's up?
Yo, he
Yeah.
posted something the other day, and he was like, "I have a mic up. Stop buying the SM7B." He went crazy, and it's a great mic.
It's
Absolutely,
not gonna make you Michael
but
Jackson.
I do think y'all people are holding on to that mic for
No.
dear
There-
life.
There's like
It's not
you're
even
using the
same mic
myth.
he used for real.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's not the same
There's
type of
a
mic
B
either.
and
Yeah.
there's a B and there's a regular one. If I'm not mistaken,
The
you
regular
can
one
tell me
is
in the comments.
discontinued. No, the B
Yeah.
is the
Yeah,
reissue.
it's the reissue.
It's like Nexus 3 to
That's what I'm
Nexus
saying.
2.
Oh
There's
my
a lot.
God.
I'm just saying in terms of just like looking from like if we have to take one out, but I think my one gotta go. To be honest,
It's what?
Y'all gonna hate me.
probably gonna be the C800.
Ooh.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
Can I say
OD.
something?
You
And I
can't.
love Sony, but I love Sony.
Okay.
I love Sony. I'm a Sony kid till I die.
And maybe
but like,
this is for a personal
that's what
personal
I'm saying.
thing.
Like I don't know what it is. You said the U87, right?
Why are
the
we lying
U87
on?
is
Why are we
mad.
lying here?
What are you talking
Lying
about?
about
You're not gonna get away. What?
Name another Sony Pro Audio product. You don't love Sony in this space, bro. C800 has to go. I'm
PS5.
sorry.
Yo,
The C800 has to go.
Son said PS5.
That's a pro audio product.
Like,
Wait, what he said?
he said the PS5. That's not a pro audio
product.
The PS1
I mean,
was
Pro
with that
audio
game.
product.
Remember the game everybody talks about was their first DAW?
The Beta Raider.
Oh, Beat Raider? Shit, I remember Papper to the Rapper. Don't make me show my age in this mother. That was that game was a little racist.
Chill.
But listen, it was a dog rapping. What are we doing?
Oh, Def Jam Vendetta.
Hard. All right,
Hard.
we
Yeah,
going
yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
So that's pro audio.
So you
Sony is
feel like
not
they don't
known-
they don't do this
Sony is
audio
not
stuff.
known in our space for anything but the C800 and whatever that is, Acid Pro.
I
After
will
that,
also
they haven't
say
given us anything in the pro audio world.
I will
Okay.
also say
So it's
as
like-
of last year, leave this as a point because as of last year, I wasn't really like the C800's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
But I really like, and I'm a like I can be a passive music connoisseur at times.
Right.
I didn't hear nothing about it until like the top of last year. Like
What, so
everyone
the
was like,
C800?
"Oh, the C800 is a mic now." And I'm
Because
like,
once we heard Mike, they was using it, Travis Scott was using it, and Drake was using it. It was a rap, but people don't even realize. I believe back in the day, there's a video with Mariah Carey. That was the mic. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, that mic
Has been around for a
has
minute.
been around
For a long time.
years.
Yes.
It was a
All
staple
of
in a lot of
these
studios.
mics, yeah.
But I will say that mic does have something to be desired. Let me just say it like this.
Okay.
My personal preference, as far as these three mics, choose two to be in my mic locker. I'm gonna be honest. I'll probably go with I gotta get that C800 for me personally.
for
I
you.
love the sound of that beautiful mic. It's good on rap vocals. It's good for R&B. It's a well-rounded
mic
microphone.
for sure, without a doubt.
If I got that microphone, listen to me close too. If I got that microphone, I'm skipping over the Neumann and I'm gonna get the SM7B because what I like in the U87, I'm gonna get a lot of those qualities in the C800 that I like as far as from a similarity standpoint. But as far as having two things that are starkly different for me to have like a more well-rounded mic locker, I'm gonna go with the C800 and I'll go with the SM7B. Not a slight to the U87, by the
No,
way,
for sure.
but it's just
And
that
neither is the C800.
if I gotta choose from me personally, vocal-wise, this is a personal preference. That's what I would go with.
I feel like the Neumann is way too legendary for this.
too fire.
This hate.
Hey,
that
it's
I'm-
not hate.
No, it's
too
hate.
fire.
No, I'm making it hate.
Okay.
I'm making it hate. It's
Okay.
hate.
Okay. It's
official.
But I feel like it's the poster child for condenser. Like when you think of dynamic, you think
I
of
agree with him.
Shure,
I agree with him.
SM58, and when you think of a condenser,
You think of a
watch
Neumann.
watch Empire. Or watch one of the music shows.
that's a
watch
fact.
Raising Canaan. Watch any of these shows with a singer or a rapper.
It's
in
gonna
the
be a
studio.
U87.
You're gonna see a
And chances are
it's
U87.
pro.
And I love the sound of that mic, bro.
I do too.
More than the C800.
Nothing wrong with it. I tend to just lean towards that C800 because I like the sound of that C800.
And granted, I haven't used the C800, and I definitely don't own a C800.
So what
I don't
got-
even own a car. But I will tell you this: when I go on them mic emulation joints.
Oh, that C800 be
that
slapping,
no,
baby.
it don't slap like the U87 do, bro.
That C800 be
And I
slapping
use
for
that
me.
U87. That U87 is so sexy, bro.
What mic
do.
emulation plugin you be using to get your emulation for?
I use the new UAD joint. But I need the
they
mic.
got one?
I need that microphone, that spear.
You need the mic that does it. See, I got the Slate Digital. Shout out to my guys
don't even use
and
the
girls at
emulations
Slate.
though on the Slate.
I do use the emulations on the
Oh,
Slate.
because you told me you loved how it just sounded dolo.
I did. And then with the emulations on top of
it,
that,
yeah.
woo, that C800M. So there's a C800M setting on the emulations. So there's two different C800s. And I remember hitting them at Slate, yo, what's the difference? Like, why is there 800 than a regular? One is emulating a beat up, more vintage, more older C800, and then one is a fresh C800.
Yeah.
And there's a huge difference. One is the more beat up one is a little less bright, and it feels a little warmer, and it just has a better sound to me. Like I like it's calmer. So
I'm just I'm a fan of that. That U87 just is so perfect to me.
Got you.
It's
Okay.
the standard. Here's a quick added, like another mini one gotta go.
Okay.
Legendary Mike's Hood Edition, right? We got the MXL 990. We got
Okay.
the Rode NT2.
Wow.
And
Okay.
we got the Audio Technica AT2020.
Legendary hood mics.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's that NT2A.
As far as a legendary hood mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do
Get outta
we
here.
judging on as far as the best
Pick
one?
the best one. I'm going with
it's
most legendary. I'm going with that MXL. The
Check-
MXL
Legendary, okay. I see what you're trying to say. I see what you're trying to say.
in the world.
Okay,
For sure.
By the way, we're gonna stay on this topic, legendary mics. I believe, as far as a legendary mic, and I'm saying as far as the one that, not the best one, but the one that was in every room in America. That AT2020
Yeah, and
was
I hate it.
everywhere. I did not like
It's
that
the
mic.
ugliest mic to me.
It wasn't. It looked like a Prius.
Yeah.
There was-
It's the Prius of mic.
It's the Prius. It was a Prius. It looked like
So
a
what
Prius.
is what's the
It's the
U87?
Prius of mics.
The U87?
The U87 is a nice Bugatti.
That's a
That's like a Mercedes.
Nah,
It's like a Benz. It's a Benz.
No,
It's
No,
a
that's a
Benzito.
Rolls-Royce.
It's
That's
a
a
Benzito.
double-
it's a Benz.
Nah,
the
it's a
Benz
Benzito.
is
It's a Benzito. It's a
the
Benzito. It's a
Benz is
Benzito. It's a Benzito.
No, the Benz is the
What?
what you call it? What's the mini version?
Mini version
The-
of
oh,
what?
the
Cheaper.
TLM?
TLM.
Oh,
That's the
he's
Benz.
talking some
The
shit.
Rolls Royce is the U87.
He's talking.
Think
I
about
want
it.
I want to
Maybe.
give him that.
Think
I
about
want to
it.
give him that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a G-Wagon.
Okay. The G-Wagon.
Yeah,
The,
I like
the,
that.
the TLM is a
This
nice
is
sedan.
a great conversation.
I like that.
This is a great
I like that.
conversation.
I like this.
I like that.
Oh.
This is
But
This is hard.
as far as that
This is hard.
AT2020,
yeah. It was the
No, wait, hood
We're
microphone.
talking about hood mics. Yes.
Can I add something?
Okay.
I feel like we just forgot this.
What?
The Samson.
oh, the CO1.
The
That's
CO1 is
OD.
That's a Honda. That's a fact.
That's
It's a
the
Civic.
Honda.
It's a Honda
The
Civic with the muffler messed up. Like that
That's a
was
fact.
that mic was known as the poor man's Neumann.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I remember getting it, and all it really was is it just had a little tad bump in the high end, and it sounded okay. That was a
Okay.
bad. Oh my
Mic.
gosh, that was a bad mic. But if you was broke and it was only
Yeah.
$80. I think it was like $80.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was only
Pretty
$80.
affordable.
It was the poor
I want
man's.
to cop one now.
Me too. I want to
Just-
hear it.
just to
I
have
want to
it.
hear it with some good preamp so I can just understand it.
And that MXL, I would say, is the Mitsubishi. And hear me out.
Okay.
The MXL had a $100 mod that'll put a new capsule in it that'll make it sound like the Neumann. My brother had it, and when he got that mod, it was a great increase. That was the first increase I heard. I was like, "Oh, your mic sounds way better." So I'm gonna
What?
say
They
it's
had
the
mods?
Mitsubishi for the sole reason I don't think there's one stock Mitsubishi in the world. I feel like every Mitsubishi is sent to a 19-year-old kid who got his first job that just wants to throw every upgrade on it to make it loud. And you know, like the V car.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like
That's just loud
obnoxious
and
ass,
playing
like-
NBA YoungBoy all day. You know what I say?
That's mad
So
tough.
let me show love to my favorite microphone in that category, the Rode NT2A.
2A.
The most. They deserve the world.
Yeah.
Can I
For
actually
that
say
making
something?
that $400 microphone.
Can I actually say something?
What?
Even before you get to the 2A, that 1A is mad reliable,
Yes.
bro.
Blast? I think Blast still was
Uses
using
the
that.
1A.
And
I heard.
Bryson. I
And
believe.
Bryson,
using a
yes.
1A?
Bryson,
Yep.
Bryson
The
has
one NT1.
NT1.
No,
It was not
NT1A.
1A.
NT1A.
There was a 1A?
It was
Yeah.
a 1A. NT1A, Bryson recorded Don't from an NT1A into, I don't know what interface, but into FL Studio. And it went number one.
Bypass the preamp, the converters. He says that,
No,
yo,
no,
we're in
no,
the
no,
FL
he ain't have no preamp,
Just
no
went in the FL.
converters.
What?
He ain't have no preamp. no
Yes,
converters.
he-
He was in the crib.
He's
bro.
Come on.
Dev is like, I'm
Bryson,
not. I refuse.
Bryson,
No.
I'm not gonna give Bryson all that credit. He was in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't think in his home studio. If he's recording in the FL,
won't
you
get
don't got
beat
no
up.
preamps. No
Keep playing with
converters.
them. He had preamp in.
that-
It was a preamp in a He had, of course, he had preamp converter. What are we talking about? He had an audio interface that
Yeah,
could connect to the
alright.
computer.
But
We
it
being
probably
dumb.
was a Focusrite. Shout out to Bryson.
Maybe back then, Inbox
be.
was pop. No, Inbox was already out the way by then.
Yeah.
What I'll say is, as far as as far as the Into 2A, I remember I loved that microphone so much that I looked into its history and what it was. Because I was like, why is this so much better than their other, like the other
Mics,
ones?
yeah.
I think, or I remember the story was, that was the one mic they decided to outsource the parts and get it built in Australia. I think that's what the A is for. I can't remember, but I know that the NT2A was built it was developed in Australia. Something with that mic, they decided to say, let's
Ship it
make a
out
higher
foreign.
quality build on it, and it was in
tough.
Australia. I could
That's
be
mad
wrong, but
tough.
that's what I always heard. And that mic, bro, to this day,
It's so reliable.
I gave
bro.
mine away to
It's
someone.
so reliable.
It has
polarity
switches,
functions.
Yeah.
pads. It was
that was
really
a
good.
really amazing mic. Yeah,
That was my favorite one.
That's an amazing hood mic. I'm calling these hood mics.
It's the hood mics, mic in the hood, street mics.
But the combo, and I know I said the MXL 990, but do y'all remember the V67G? If I show you the picture, you will remember. It's
What's
the
that?
green body MXL microphone.
I'm about to say that sounds mad
I
familiar.
was not I never liked the MXL. I'm not gonna lie,
I know,
because I kept going to the Bronx and seeing those in the Bronx
Yes.
in the hood studios, and I was like, I'm not doing MXL.
But
Yup.
this is like
I was like, I'm not doing
here's the combo.
Shout out to MXL.
Here's the combo. You get one of those cheap silver what you call it, audio
pads?
acoustic joints, not pads. I'm talking about the surrounding,
reflection filters.
reflection
Oh, the
filters.
oscillations.
Right?
Yeah.
I see.
The cheap silver one. It has to have the silver back with
Yeah.
the holes in it.
Right. True.
On a cheap on stage stands, mic stand.
You know the vibes. It'd be wobbling.
With the spiky Neumann shock mount.
Yep.
The silver Neumann shock mount, and it has to be upside down. You know which one I'm talking about, bro. The sexy shock mount.
The best shock mount I ever seen was Blues. Blues had the best one.
With the Yeti?
No. With the Yeti. No
the
disrespect to the
Yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah,
No.
custom one for the Yeti. It
Blue
looked
had
hard.
the one that was like this. It went around.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful shock mount. Excuse me.
was a very
You
excellent
talking about shock mounts. I'm talking about pop filters. I'm so sorry. But yes, that is a classic shock mount. That metal.
Yeah, that metal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spiky,
silver
I'm
one.
so sorry. Okay.
On a cheap wobbly, the stand gotta be wobbly.
Right, gotta be wobbly.
You got it going into
Real struggle.
possibly an M audio interface.
Okay.
Maybe if you're lucky, you had the what you call it?
What?
We talk about it every
Oh, the
week.
Digi 003?
Yeah, the
Man,
003.
what a life you live, my brother.
Running in through Pro
And
Tools
sisters.
8, cracked.
Ellie.
Had to be cracked.
Ellie
and
is
then
crazy.
What plugins?
Wait, what are you
Back in the
talking
day.
about? What are you
I was
talking about?
The old hood
the
setup.
hood
Oh, the
old
hood is set up.
Yeah.
Oh, the hood setup. Well, to
The
me,
mic cables gotta be
Damn, we
all
can't talk
black.
about our
It
hood
can't
setups.
have any bells and whistles.
ain't no
It just gotta
Mogami
work.
cables and nothing like that. I'll just tell you what I used to do. I got a hood set up. Shoot.
And they got Beats headphones.
I'll take it way back.
Oh, let's talk.
An Inbox 2, the little blue, remember that blue box, the Inbox 2, with some Samson headphones that came with one of those mics. Remember the Samson headphones that it came with a mic?
Yeah.
Those headphones, I'm not gonna lie, I was recording in those cheap Samson headphones for so long that I got used to them and I stopped. I didn't like expensive ones.
Oh.
I liked recording in those cheap. It felt like paper on your ears, like that. I still got them in my studio to this day. Like sometimes you see me put them on, I'll be like, I like these headphones. They're so bad. It feels like nothing on your. It just feels weird. So just to kind of like clean this up a bit, when it comes to us and legendary mics, right? I feel like there are legendary mics that were popular. I feel like there are legendary mics that were extremely expensive, where we just like, I really want those. And then I feel like there are legendary mics that were just cheap but effective. So with cheap and effective, I'm gonna give you the Samson CO1,
yeah.
and I'm gonna give you the NT2A. That mic, classic.
AT2020.
AT2020.
If you were super cheap, you had the Shure SM58.
Oh, that's tough
Yeah,
though.
like
That's
just
tough.
recording a dynamic, you just gave up, but you just wanted to record.
Yeah, that's tough though. But
If you
bless
live,
your heart.
If you live in Brooklyn, go to Flatbush, go to Bobby's. You get you a headset with the microphone. I used to do that back in the day. recording
Bobby
mix
sold
trap.
studio equipment?
Yeah.
Huh? No,
At least
no,
like
no, no,
small
they
like
didn't.
USB type stuff.
No, they didn't. I'm telling you, what Bobby sold was a headset for gamers that I'd record, and it had the two ends, the headphone and the microphone end. I
saying.
plug into the.
We lived a nasty
Windows.
life,
Bro, you wanna know what like my first actual setup was?
What?
I had the Levens will appreciate this. Back in early, I think 04.
Uh-huh.
God,
Nickelodeon had Nickelodeon tried one more time. I know. Nah,
that's a long time ago. I mean that's way back for y'all.
Because I'm about to like open like a whole bunch of memories.
Okay, no problem.
Nickelodeon tried to really give one more spin at taking down Disney's music generation when they realized that they couldn't do it.
Naked Brothers Band.
Naked Brothers Band.
Come on.
The Naked Brothers
Look at y'all
Band.
generation. I don't know
Pause,
nothing
pause.
about
The
this.
Naked Brothers Band had a video game And nigga Disney was like, Nickelodeon was like, you know what? We're gonna get ahead of it. We're gonna be like Just Dance, DDR, and like have these dudes singing and like playing notes on a PlayStation like as a real performance thing.
Okay.
It came with a Logitech USB mic.
Oh, it came with a mic?
Yep. You literally had to sing into that joint as part of the video.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Bro, and I disconnected
You had to hit the notes.
Yep. And I disconnected that mic. I used to plug it into my my old PC.
Right.
Go into Audacity and just record.
What a nasty
What a-
man.
it was a terrible setup.
Disgusting. Clap it up.
always-
Terrible setup.
Nasty man and his
Gross.
struggles.
Don't clap it up.
Nasty
Don't have
man.
sympathy for me.
Just
I was gross.
disgusting.
I will
No, it's
always
nasty.
have
A
a bone to pick
Logitech
with
and
Logitech
Audacity.
from now on.
Wait, what?
I will always have a bone to pick with Logitech for what they did to Blue. Blue was one of our.
Oh, they bought it and really
yeah.
didn't.
And they just made it a gamer. Like they
Yeah.
removed it's just a game. It's for gamer mics. It's for the Snowball and
Yeah.
the Yeti Nas.
And it was an American company that I really liked a lot. I remember when they had the Bottle Rocket series where you buy one mic,
Yes.
but then you can switch off
Yeah,
the
switch off
capsules.
capsules.
Oh my
That was
god,
mad tough. It was
that
mad
was
tough.
an
Blue is up there
incredible.
with Neumann and as far as like legendary.
I just think they
mics.
should have
for sure.
needed to keep going. There was a time when I would go to big studios, I would see the bottle. The bottle was like becoming like, do you remember the bottle? Not
Yeah.
the baby bottle,
No,
but
the
the
bottle.
bottle.
Yeah,
It was
the fat
becoming,
joint.
there's one of our biggest freestyles early with Gabe on the radar,
Yeah, it
shout out to
was
Gabe,
on
was
Blue
on the
Raspberry.
Blueberry.
Oh, the Blueberry.
I wanted it because I was like, yo, I'm looking for a different sound, and that microphone it's such a hype. It's so good for rap vocals to me because it's so hype sounding.
Nobody uses it. It's
no one.
unique.
It's so unique that all the engineers here were just kind of scared to like. It's like I just rather a calmer mic. That mic was such a hype mic. If you yell, it was like this sheen to it. Like it was a beautiful mic. So I like that mic.
But yeah, Blue is definitely in the Hall of Fame of mic companies.
That's true.
But we gotta retire them.
Very. I hear you.
If you're recording it, if you
No. You can record in them still.
in a
Hell yeah.
Yeti, bro.
Not a Yeti. Can you stop bringing up the
He
blue?
said
No,
not
because
the
that's all.
Yeti.
That's what's left. You can only buy the Yeti, maybe the Spark, but you can only
No,
buy those
I can't buy the
Game
other
Boy
mics.
joints
I
too.
can't buy
They
no
have a
other
pod
mics?
mic too, but no, it's.
I don't think you can get
They're
the,
not
the
selling
other ones.
anything?
No, I don't
Last
believe.
time I went on a Blue website, I couldn't find like the raspberries.
Oh, that would break my heart. I can't get some
actually,
of
You
those.
can buy the
mics.
headphones though.
The headphones was cool. They
Yeah.
sent me actually. I had a rep at one point at Blue, and
Yeah,
he
I
sent
remember
me.
those headphones. You made me want to buy them, and then
They were
I
nice.
remembered that I had $0 in my bank account.
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't
does.
buy
Them shits
Yeah,
were expensive. They kind of
Yeah,
hit.
yeah,
And
they
you know
kinda-
what? On that note, man, I had fun. That was it as far as legendary microphones. We're gonna wrap this right here. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, Cam, which one is my camera right here? Is it this one right here? To the far side. This has been the My Audio Nerds podcast. The audio. Oh my God!
You can't speak.
Caught
This has
us
been the Audio
strong.
Nerds podcast.
This
the
has
podcast
been
for audio nerds.
The My
like
Audio Nerds
yourself.
podcast. Remember, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, make sure you rate us on Apple and Spotify Music. Remember, one lucky person is going to get the HMD Rosetta EQ for free if you do. We appreciate all of you, and thank you guys so much for supporting. As usual, we have some great things coming for you guys. But for right now, we'll be back. We'll see you guys next week, and we're out of here.
Yeah.